This morning on DC News Now.
It's very inconvenient, especially if you're trying to catch a shuttle to class.
A student apartment in Hyattsville, Maryland deemed unfit for living. Why the city is encouraging tenants to find other living arrangements. And more help on the way for federal workers in Maryland. Lawmakers pushing a pause on mortgages for those who've lost their jobs. Temperatures jumping into the 70s today. Meteorologist Jackie Laird tracking how long this beautiful weather sticks around. Then, what we're learning after 60,000 pages of files on the assassination of JFK are released to the public. And could laughter really have an impact on your health? A mental wellness expert giving tips on the power of positivity.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, good morning, and thanks for starting your Wednesday with us here on DC News Now. I'm Tanaya Wright.
Good morning to you. I'm Corey James. Let's get right over to meteorologist Jackie Laird this morning for the forecast. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. We're tracking really nice conditions to start off the day, although a little bit cooler. At least we have those mainly clear skies, as those skies are brightening up ahead of sunrise, which is coming up in a little bit less than 15 minutes. Let's talk temperatures, though. We're starting off 30s and 40s across the map. Currently 45 in D.C. We're seeing those 30s up and down the I-81 corridor, including Hagerstown, coming in at 38 degrees. It's 35 right now in Fredericksburg. So yeah, you do need that jacket before you step out the door this morning, but don't worry, we will be warming things up. By noon, we should be into those mid to upper 60s. By the middle of the afternoon, we're talking about those highs back in those 70s for much of the area. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds out there developing later on today, but overall, still it's going to be bright and beautiful out there for your Wednesday. Tomorrow, first day of spring. Spring officially begins at 5:01 tomorrow morning. Temperatures will be right around 70 for much of the area tomorrow, but we're tracking those scattered rain showers developing into the afternoon. So some spring showers out there developing tomorrow afternoon. Got that chance for some isolated thunder as well for your Thursday. We'll have more details on that and the timing in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Jackie. Well, developing now, Fairfax firefighters responding to a fire at a home in Annandale.
This happened just on Locust Way around 3 o'clock overnight. Take a look at this video. Fairfax Fire and Rescue sharing some footage that was posted on X showing the fire here. They say the cause right now is still under investigation, but you can see the smoke billowing in the air there. So far, no one was hurt. That includes firefighters, too. We, of course, are working to learn more, and we'll bring you the very latest as we learn it.
And a woman is recovering after her car crashed and went into the Potomac River. First responders making the rescue just after 7 p.m. last night. DC Fire and EMS sharing a video of the rescue on social media. Crews entered the river from 14th Street and Memorial Bridge on the Virginia side. They say Park police officers used a throw bag to help get that woman to shore. She was taken to the hospital. Firefighters say no one else was in the car. And another blow to DOJ's efforts to dismantle the federal workforce.
Yeah, Maryland judge ruling against the dismantling of the U.S. Agency for International Development. DC News Now, Jean-Marie Cissé is live this morning at the former USAID building. And Jean-Marie, break this all down for us this morning.
Yeah, good morning. Well, as the Trump administration works to cut back on the cost of government and also downsizing it, that also includes dismantling the USAID. Now, essentially, a judge in Maryland says Elon Musk's decision to make cuts to the international department is unconstitutional. Now, essentially, it's one of the first federal lawsuits against Musk himself, and Maryland federal judge Theodore Chong blocked Musk's department from making any further cuts to the agency. Now, the order requires the Trump administration to restore emails and computer access to all USAID employees, including those on administrative leave. Now, back in February, all employees were fired. However, the new lawsuit does not reverse any of those firings. Now, the Maryland judge says Musk's action violates the Constitution and that those left in the department can't perform required work due to the lack in staff and funding. Now, overall, this ruling will remain in effect until a further court order is made at this time. Now, reporting in Northwest DC, I'm Jean-Marie Cissé, DC News Now.
All right, thank you, Anne-Marie. And in Maryland, a man is now in custody for a murder that happened over 40 years ago. Back in March of 1979, 31-year-old Catherine Donahue's body was found in a parking lot in Glenarden. Now, she is believed to have been sexually assaulted and then murdered. Just yesterday, 82-year-old Roger Brown was arrested in North Carolina for this case after genetic DNA analysis was done last year. He is waiting to be extradited to Prince George's County. Right now, the connection between him and Donahue is unknown.
And a new development in the case of a missing University of Pittsburgh student from Northern Virginia. Sue Diksha Konaki's parents now asking police to declare their daughter legally dead. The 20-year-old vanished almost 2 weeks ago while on spring break in the Dominican Republic with friends. In a letter to Dominican police, her parents say they believe she drowned, writing in part, quote, "Initiating this process will allow our family to begin the grieving process and address matters related to her absence. While no declaration can truly ease our grief, we trust that this step will bring some closure and enable us to honor her memory." Meantime, we saw a new video yesterday of the man officials believe was last to be with Konaki before she disappeared at a beach near her resort. Joshua Ribe, a Minnesota student, was seen walking out of the prosecutor's office in Punta Cana Friday. Investigators say Ribe told them they went into the ocean together and were caught by a wave before being pulled to sea. And he says he managed to bring her back to shore, but then lost sight of her. The Loudoun County Sheriff in a statement today saying they are working with Dominican authorities and continuing to review evidence in the case. Ribe's attorney says he is not allowed to leave the country as the investigation continues. And we are continuing to get updates on this story. We, of course, will bring you the very latest both online and on air.
And in Maryland, chaos for thousands of FDA workers who were ordered back to the office. When they arrived at the Silver Spring headquarters, they found overflowing parking lots, cramped workspaces, and even missing equipment. The FDA, just one of many agencies scrambling to meet the Trump administration's return to office mandate. Monday was their first day back, and workers say there were long lines to park and had to go through security. They say the building was full of broken desks, missing chairs, and locked offices, but no keys. And more federal job cuts, this time the Department of Defense. The Pentagon, led by Secretary Pete Hegseth, plans to cut up to 60,000 civilian jobs over the next several months. The DoD plans to weed out about 6,000 positions a month by not refilling roles employees leave. The Department of Defense has 900,000 civilian workers. And a large trash pile finally cleaned up in Northeast D.C. You can see crews here taking the debris, taking care of it all outside of an apartment complex on Sheriff Road. Neighbors say the trash has been there for over a month, even as tall as 5 feet in some areas. D.C. police are now looking into whether the trash pile was from illegal dumping and if any charges will be brought up. Neighbors say they're happy something is finally being done.
Stuff right here is getting done, and it's perfect. It's right on time, and we so happy to see it getting done. I know the tenants are anyway. They very happy.
Now, the city also investigating a property in front of the trash pile for health and safety reasons.
And it's been more than a month since DC intersection has been without power, and the traffic lights at East Street and New Jersey Avenue in Northwest still not working because of a manhole fire. People in the neighborhood tell us this is a very busy intersection and that it's very dangerous that this is not working for them. DC News Now ended up calling DDOT. The agency then came to direct traffic during rush hour. Officials are working with Pepco to find a more permanent solution.
And we are continuing coverage this morning of a story out of Prince George's County where area college students have been dealing with inhumane living conditions in their apartment building.
Yeah, DC News Now's Candace Cole is live this morning in Hyattsville with the latest on this. Candace, good morning.
Good morning, guys. We are right in front of the Vi Apartments. I'll step out of the way so that you can see, but the students who have been living here have been forced to find another place to live just to take care of some basic needs like having a functioning bathroom. Now, as we reported, the Vi Apartments have been deemed uninhabitable by the city of Hyattsville due to no running water and no electricity. Most of the students living in the building attend Howard University and the University of Maryland. They've been advised by the city to find other accommodations, and the city has threatened to impose a daily fine of $500 for each day the apartments aren't up to code. Now, students we spoke with say they're forced to take dozens of flights of stairs just to go back and forth because the elevators have also not been working.
It's very inconvenient, especially if you're trying to catch a shuttle to class. I really need them to fix the problem because I can't keep commuting to campus just to find somewhere to take a shower or use the bathroom.
And others have had to pay to stay in a hotel.
I'm just paying for it because I have to. I need somewhere to take a shower. I mean, electricity's not working, the Wi-Fi's not on, so I can't do my schoolwork.
Now, a spokesperson for Hyattsville says that the owners are aware of the problems and they're working to fix them. They're also planning to send an inspector out here sometime today, but we can see some lights on in the building, so perhaps there is some electricity that's been turned on. We did receive word that all of those issues had been fixed, but we have not yet confirmed that. We're working to do so now. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Candace. In D.C., people rallying against Mayor Bowser's Rental Act.
Yeah, the bill is intended to strengthen the housing market. It also brings eviction protections back to pre-pandemic levels. There's also a provision that limits TOPA, or the Tenant Opportunity to Purchase Act. This act gives tenants the right to negotiate with the new buyer if their building is being sold. Mayor Bowser's Rental Act would make all market rate buildings exempt from TOPA. People yesterday rallied, telling us they believe TOPA is an important tool for renters.
But it also is an attempt to reset and work with the new owner and say, you know what, here are our expectations as a tenant, and we want to listen to your expectations. These rights ought to be preserved.
Mayor Bowser saying this act is necessary to provide security for property, adding that D.C. is currently seeing many people who are hesitating to invest in the city. Time right now, 7:10 on this Wednesday morning. Still ahead on D.C. News Now, Google buys a cybersecurity firm.
Yeah, why it's being called the biggest deal in the company history, and another judge blocking President Trump's executive order banning transgender people from military services. Why the judge says the ban violates their constitutional rights.
And time for another look live outside this morning. The sunrise is slowly coming up, but it is beautiful, Jackie.
Yeah, really nice start to the day, although still a bit chilly, so make sure that you do have that heavier jacket, but you will not need it later on today as we're tracking highs bouncing back in the 70s across much of the area. Another beautiful day on tap. More details on that looking towards our SAT 7 day right after the break.